Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy the 20th chapter. Here in Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? Hey, we appreciate y'all stopping and listening. That's what it's gonna take to change the community. Y'all see something different? We ain't out here rapping, singing, dancing, doing flips, got no horns, band. We out here reading the Bible, and we thank y'all for stopping. All right, the Most High, the scripture say a man's going is of the Lord. All right, so give me Sirach chapter 7 and verse 23. I want to read another scripture because what he's saying is absolutely 100%. It's up to us as the adults in our community to give our children a vision. Too many black kids are walking around with no vision. You know what vision they want to be? Basketball, football, rapper. The brother said he want to save people. That's a good thing right there. You know what I mean? And keep that in his mind. Don't let him get it washed away. He put a wristband on, he start thinking he's LeBron James. And then next thing you know, he got a 0 chance or 1% chance of being a LeBron James. And then he keep on doing it, and he thinking, you know, he go through all through junior high, middle school, and high school and stuff, trying to be LeBron James to the best of his ability. But if you keep that instilled in him to be a doctor to the best of his ability, guess what, Mom? And guess what? Guess what? He might be able to take care of you. Now you ain't got to do all that working now.
Yes.
See what?
I always talk about being saved.
Yeah.
Man say you want to be saved.
I read what this one scripture, y'all. Hold on, bro, hold on. I'm gonna read this one scripture. The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 23.
No.
Hast thou children? So the Bible asks you a question. Hast thou children? Do you have children? Yes. Instruct them. Do what? Instruct them. It said you got to learn to instruct your children. We got to learn to give them directions. Don't let them sit and play the PlayStation all day. Don't let them sit and watch football and basketball and listen to you, look at YouTube by itself all day. You got to give them something. You got to instruct them. Don't let them sit idle. Listen. And bow down their neck from their youth. You got to bow down their neck, meaning make them respect you and obey you while they're young. Because 10 more years, they're going to be, if you don't tell them nothing, they don't have respect, they're going to say to hell with what you say and do. Listen. Hast thou daughters? In the scripture says, hast thou a daughter? You got a daughter? Listen. Have a care for their body. You got to learn to have a care for your body so you can be able to teach your daughter to have a care for her body. Listen. And shew not thyself careful towards them. And don't show yourself careful towards your children. Meaning don't play around with them. Because there's too many black kids growing up thinking they mama, they sister.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Bible says don't do that. They got to know the difference between I'm mama and you daughter. I'm daddy, you son. I'm mama, you son. I'm daddy, you daughter. Now I'm not your big brother. Don't look at me and roll your eyes. Do what I say do. You got to do this when they're young. If not, listen. Marry thy daughter. I said now when you get old you want to learn how to marry your daughter. Listen. And so shalt thou have performed a weightier matter. But give her to a man of understanding. You want to give her away to a man of understanding, somebody that knows the Bible. Alright? So, I ain't going to hold y'all up too much longer, but we want y'all to understand the importance why we're out here. Alright? The importance why we're out here is to try to show our people that we are God's chosen people.
Yes.
Alright? That we are the Israelites, that we are the Jews in the Bible. Okay? That we are the different tribes in the Bible. There's probably a funeral. They come through here every week. Alright? A funeral come, black people. Alright, nice. Okay, alright, man. Hey, we got a number on that flyer. Y'all get up with us, okay? Get up with us and come learn with us. We got a school we just built. Hold on. Alright, how you doing, Mom? You alright? I remember you. I talked to you before. Okay, yeah, I thought I remembered you. So this is our goal in our to give us our nationality back, to show our people what happened. How did we end up in slavery? How did we end up at the bottom of society? The only way to figure out how to get out of it is to figure out how you got in it. And if we don't ever want to stop and figure out how we got in it, that's why we are steady looking for ways to try to get out of it. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29 right quick.
Bring it out.
So let me show you something right quick. Black people, we hate knowledge. The scriptures say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And the knowledge that we're destroyed and that we're lacking is the laws and statutes and commandments of this Bible.
Right.
And our people hate knowledge. Alright? They love entertainment. If we was over here dancing, singing, rapping, black people would stop. If we were stepping, but we read the book, black people keep on going because of this. Listen. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 29.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt grope at noonday. So, this is the book of Deuteronomy. If you're familiar with the Bible, it was written by Moses. Alright? And Moses was a prophet of God. And God sent Moses and Aaron into Egypt to deliver us. Alright? And when he delivered us, we got to the other side of the mountain. And God got to the other side of the river, the sea or whatnot, in the wilderness. God told Moses to tell the children of Israel, if you do what I say do, I'm going to bless you. If you don't do what I say do, I'm going to curse you. Give me that right quick.
Right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass. So what I was just telling you, I'm just going to read it. So I don't want nobody to think I'm making up something. Listen. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, said if he didn't hearken, if he didn't listen to God, to observe, to do all his commandments, if he didn't observe, if the Israelites didn't observe to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. He said all these what? All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. He said all these what, bro? What's your name? Bond. Okay, I've been saying. He said all these curses were going to come upon the Israelites. Okay? And now what we're going to read is some of the curses that came upon the Israelites. Like I was saying, in order to figure out how to get out of this hole, we got to figure out how we got in. So, one of the curses was that God said that you're going to be trying to figure out how to get out this hole. So that's a curse. That us, as black people, we try to figure out all kind of ways but the right way on how to get out of poverty.
Right.
Alright, watch this. Verse 16. Curse. Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday. So one of the curses was that the Israelites was going to be groping at noonday. You know what it means to grope? Trying to find your way. So he said one of these curses is you're not going to know who you are no more. You're not going to know your God anymore. You're not even going to know your language anymore.
Right.
You ain't going to know how you dress anymore. You're not going to know nothing. He said, but you're going to have to grope, meaning try to find your day when? At noonday. At noonday means high noon. The sun is out. You should be able to know. You should be bumping into something if the sun is out. But God said for your disobedience that we was going to be trying to find our way in broad daylight. As the blind gropeth in darkness. Like a blind man groping in the dark. Like us walking around with our eyes closed trying to cross the street. You don't know if a car coming. You don't know if a man standing over there waiting to kill you.
Right.
You don't know if a dog or lion. You don't know what's coming.
Right.
So God said that's how we was going to be as for our disobedience. We was going to be groping at noonday as the blind grope in darkness and what else. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. So God said, black folk, we was not going to prosper in our ways for our disobedience. What I'm showing our people, sisters, y'all come around here, sisters.
Hey, sis. Hey, sis.
Y'all come around here, get some of this knowledge right quick. So y'all can look at the pictures and stuff. Along with Mr. Bond, right? Alright? So what we're doing, we're showing our people the greatest knowledge on earth.
Right.
We're showing, giving the solution to the black on black crime. We're showing the solution to the drug epidemic in our community. We're showing the solution on how to get out of this. Politics ain't gonna do it. Barack Obama didn't do it, guess what? Donald Trump ain't gonna do it.
Right.
The Democratic Party ain't gonna do it. The Republican Party is not gonna do it. Alright? The Christian church ain't gonna do it. Who's gonna have to do it? It's gonna take us. We got to do it ourselves. As they like us to do is tell us to do, pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. That's what we're doing right now. And we got to do it one by one. So what he's showing you, what she's trying to show you, is what I'm reading. You see yourself on the side, sister? What's your name? Belinda. What's your name, sister? Sharika, Mr. Bond. You see yourself on the sign? Let me back it up.
I'm a tribe of Judah.
You see the tribe of Judah, it's American black. You got the Western Indian blacks. According to your father, where would you be? You see, you got the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Dominicans. See, all these people are still on earth. Give me Romans 11. All these people are still on earth today. We read the Bible and we think it's an ancient book. The Bible is nothing but a history book. And that Bible, the history book, belongs to somebody. But what happened was the history book got stolen. And it got translated into another language. And now these people that didn't want you to learn how to read and write took our history book and taught you religion. The word religion means to divide, to keep us, to hold back, to restrain. Right. So they taught us to be a Baptist. They taught us to be a Church of God in Christ. They taught us to be a Seventh-day Adventist. They taught us to be a Catholic. They taught us to be, give me some more, Presbyterian. See, they taught us that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They should have raised that truck the same color as the devil. I'm just telling you, don't worry about it. Listen to this. That's how you know these people are evil. They hate us coming out here. If we was out here rapping and singing and while women was half naked, she would have rolled down, woo! But see us, it put fear in them to see us reading this book. Right. What book we reading? The same book they got in their churches.
She ain't missed it over here either, is she?
Watch this. Listen to this. So, like I was saying, these people are still on earth today, sister. Listen.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1.
So he's reading the Bible, and I'm breaking it down. Okay, I'm going to help you get an understanding on what he's reading. All right, you got me? So this is Paul speaking to the Romans that were scattered in Rome. Just like I'm speaking to you that is scattered in Rome today, called America. I'm speaking to the Israelites that are scattered throughout America. All right, and this is what he asked them.
I say then, have God cast away his people?
So he asked them a question. Have God cast away his people? Who is God's people? Us. Give me Psalms 115 and verse, no, is it 125 verse 12? Shoot from here, 135 and 12. Psalms 135. So let's get who his people is. To understand the Bible, you got to understand who you are in the Bible. All right, listen to this. Psalms 135 and 12.
Psalm chapter 135 and verse 12.
You know.
And gave their land for an inheritance. Inheritance unto Israel, his people.
Unto who?
Israel, his people.
So Israel is his people. All right? Now, go back to Romans. Listen.
I say then, have God cast away his people?
So we're dealing with his people. Give me Matthew chapter 1 and 26. Now I'm going to help you understand the Bible real quick. So we know that his people is Israel. Now let's see who Jesus Christ coming back and what he coming back to do. Listen.
Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son.
So Mary's going to bring forth a son, right? Listen.
And thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Name Jesus. Listen.
For he.
For who?
He.
For this man right here.
Shall save his people.
He's going to save who?
His people.
So that let you know right there who he's coming back to save. Which is who? The Israelites.
That's right.
Alright? So what they did in Christianity, they beat us that Jesus Christ was coming back to save everybody. So I'm letting you know how special we are. That he's only coming back to save us. But first, he said he had to do something. Give me Matthew 18 and 11. Alright? First, before he come back, he had to send us. Listen.
Matthew chapter 18 and verse 11.
Yo.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
So we come out here to save that was what?
Which was lost.
See, when you was riding before today, you was lost. But God chose y'all today, now you found. Because I'm going to show you how we know we're the Israelites. I'm not just talking. This is the things that you got to learn and be able to teach to your people, teach it to your children. Because we done learn Christianity. The word Christianity is nowhere in the Bible. Let me show you for an example. Christianity is going to teach us that it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving. Give me, hold that up right quick. Now, when we was in school, what was Thanksgiving about? The Pilgrims and who? The natives, the Indians. It was about the Pilgrims. Even the white man made us do plays about this mess. So, made me dress up as a kindergarten. I never forget, we had to dress up like the Indians and jump around like that right there. Because it was a Thanksgiving for, what you call it? A Thanksgiving recital. You know what I mean? So, Christianity taught us, after they destroyed us, it's okay to celebrate the genocide, the murder of our brothers and sisters. They call it Thanksgiving. Because they let us off work, they let the kids off school, give some people bonuses. They come out here and give them turkey and dressing, feed the homeless to make us think it's something good. You're actually celebrating the genocide of the Native American Indians. Killed over 77 million of them.
Right.
Alright? And when you celebrate Thanksgiving, they taught us when we were kids about the Pilgrims and the Indians. Okay? What did they do to the Pilgrims? What did the Pilgrims do to the Indians? They killed them and gave thanks to their white God for taking his land. And they called it Thanksgiving. And now black people then, after that, they come and get us 200 some years later, kidnap us from the western coast of Africa and everywhere else and bring us over here and enslave us. Bring us over here in 1619, give you chitlin, hog maw, and all that stuff right there. And now you think it's a delicacy, but they was giving you the slop at the bottom of the bucket, and now we eating it as Thanksgiving as a delicacy. Alright? We thinking that Thanksgiving is right, but not according to the Bible. Read that again.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 11.
Bring it out.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
So Jesus Christ has come to save his people. Now his people, what he's telling you, is lost. We have been what? Scattered. Let's get it. Give me Deuteronomy 28. So let me show you that we're his people, according to the Bible, not according to any other book. No other book is more important than the Bible.
That's right.
But what happened was we got taught religion, and a lot of black people think the Bible is false now. They want to run to the Quran. They want to run to Buddhism, Hinduism, because of Christianity. Christianity have taught us that a fat white man is going to come down the damn chimney December 25th, it's Jesus' birthday. Alright? We say we know that now, that's a lie when we're grown, but our children are still believing that.
Right.
Lie. Christianity has taught us that God is white. Taught us that his begotten son, who is coming back to save us, is a white man. So that leaves black people, black children with no hope. You in the ghetto with no hope. Because we already know that a white man is not coming back to save us from anything. Anything, he's coming back to destroy us, to lock us up, to put us in his prisons that he's building.
Right.
But once we show that Jesus Christ is a black man just like me and you, and he's coming back to save his people, it make the white people get nervous. It make them ride by in their truck and hang their red face out the window and say, Jesus loves me, this I know. Hold that bitch up. This the Jesus she got in her mind right here. This the damn devil. This the Jesus the white woman got in her mind. Show her the real one. Show her what the Bible say the real Jesus looks like.
Bring it out.
This is why the white man is scared of us. Because he knows that this man is Jesus, and this is who he put in slavery. This is who he put chains around his neck.
Right.
This is who they whipped. Pissed on. Put us in the bottom of a slave ship.
Right.
Defecating on one another. Then bring us bottles in the ghetto. Put crack in, they know they put crack in Jesus' neighborhood. Now they scared because we coming out here to tell them.
That's right.
They gotta pay for that. And they know Jesus come back to save us from these things.
That's right.
Watch this right here, read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64.
Bring it out.
Watch this right here, give me verse 15 again. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. You hear us reading from that a lot. So it's time for our people to wake up, and this is not a hate speech. Don't you know white people like that girl just came by, and all of America, they trying to label us as a hate group? Because we're trying to get our young black men to understand that their Messiah look like them.
Right.
We're trying to get our young black men to understand to stop killing one another. Get the young black women to start loving one another. Telling the black man he need to marry the black woman.
Right.
And they want to label us as a hate group. They got us all on the internet talking about we teach hate to detour your mind, but when you see us, not to stop.
Right.
But God got his hand in everything.
That's right.
He said, my sheep gonna hear my voice, and the stranger they not gonna follow. That's why y'all stop. But you got a lot of Negroes gonna find out that they're not the lost sheep. They actually white people in Negro bodies.
Right.
And they're gonna be destroyed. when he come back to save his people.
Right.
Who's not trying to change the community. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
So the Bible said this is going to happen, meaning it's going to come to pass. This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel, sister. What we're going to tell you is future prophecy. What God said was going to happen. He said, but under a condition. If you don't do what I say do, it's going to come to pass.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said if the Israelites, his chosen people, I'm showing you how we know these people now. He said if these people on this sign right here, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali, all these people was given other names when they got thrown enslaved. When we got enslaved, they just started calling us Negroes. Then after Negroes, we went from color folk.
Right.
After color folk, we went from black. Then we went back to Afro-American. Then we just stuck in African-American or other. Right. You know what I mean? Every time these people enslave us, they changed our name. So what I'm showing you that we are the Israelites, okay? I'm giving you your real name before you got the slave ship. I can give you your real language before you got the slave ship.
That's right.
I can give you your heritage back is what we're doing.
Right.
And God said if you disobey me, this was going to happen.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said if we don't want to listen to God, listen.
To observe to do all his commandments.
And if we don't want to do what God say do, that's what's wrong with black people. That's what's wrong with this community. We don't want to do what God say do. We like selling drugs to one another.
Right.
You read the Bible, God said a man must work with his hands.
Right.
You read the Bible, God said if a man don't work, he don't eat. We don't, if the Bible said thou should love thy neighbor as you love thyself.
Right.
But black people, we like to do our own thing. We're going to pick up a gun and kill up one another. It's time for us to stop it. Listen.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
So God telling us if we don't do what he say do, all these curses, bad things was going to happen. I'm going to show you why you got drugs on the bottom of a slave ship. Why were you brought to a land? Why was you raped? Why was you robbed from everything?
Right.
Why was you taken from everything? When we are best people on earth. God said if you don't do this, read.
All these curses.
He said if you don't do what I say do, Israelites, my children, that all these curses
shall come upon thee.
It's going to come upon thee without a doubt. Now, to show you who we are, Mr. Bond, that we got to read these curses that God said that was going to come upon these people.
Right.
It's going to be our identification marker on who we are in 2019. I'm going to show you that you're not black, that you're not African American, that you're not a Negro, but you are actually the real Jews in the Bible.
That's right.
The real Jews are in poverty. The real Jews are not rich, walking around with little hats on, doing little things on Mr. Goldstein, he owned the jewelry store. Mr. Silverstein,
Right.
Mr. Weinstein, he owned all the wine presses and all the liquor in the store. Them ain't the real Jew. The real Jew is you that's walking around, bro, that don't know who we are, being called something outside of who you are.
Right.
Now let me show it to you in the Bible.
Verse 16.
Come on, bro.
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city.
So the first curse, he said, look, if you don't do what I say, do, mom. He said, I'm telling y'all, man, look, God just delivered us out, split the Red Sea. We walked through. Now we go on the other side. He said, if you don't do what he say do and start doing your own thing again, he said the first curse, you're going to be cursed in the city. Now I'm going to ask you, it don't matter what city you go to throughout the world, who's in the ghetto? Us. Because we in the church. I'm showing you how we got in this hole. Listen.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
And what?
In the field.
See, I grew up. I was one of my granddad's last grandchildren, right? And I grew up back in the 80s and 90s. And I had to go to the field with my granddad. We was raising squash, okra, cucumbers, all that stuff right there. It was a curse. But God said, if we didn't know what he said do, he said we was going to be cursed on going back farther than me in the field. Working 400 something years for free. Big Mama and Papa there. That was a curse for us to chop cotton. to be slaves, to chop tobacco, to work for free. That was a curse. Listen.
Curse shall be thy basket in the...
All right, so it said curse was going to be our basket. A basket is what you use to put something in. All right? In other words, your savings. God said if you be disobedient to me, curse is going to be your savings. And what else?
And thy store.
And thy what?
Thy store.
Who owns the stores in our community? Where can we put something, where can we store things away at? We don't have that. Who owns the stores in our community? Just look around. Every other nationality but the Jews, but the Israelites. The white man owned the Dollar General, the Arab owned the store behind me, East India, Arab owned that one over there, the tie shop. Only thing we might own, I think, is fish and wing, owned by, black folk, but that's a great thing. That's a great thing. But I'm saying the majority of our things are owned by the other nations. Right. All right, listen to this.
Verse 23. The stranger that is within thee.
No, verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
So God said, remember he said he's coming to save that which is lost. Then we don't know who you are. So why do we don't know who we are? Because of slavery. He said when you was in slavery, you was going to become an astonishment. Astonishment is an amazement. Black on black crime, right? That's an amazement. White people look at us like, shake their head like, them niggas crazy. We was going to become an astonishment. Black man walking around with his hand below his butt. Right. He got a belt on, he's still sagging. That's an astonishment. Why we don't own the stores in our community and we still can't figure it out? We think politics is going to do it. All right? So, that's an astonishment right there. You see what I'm saying? The black man got sitting up to pull his pants up. We think we hating on him. I ain't saying nothing to him. A hit dog will holler. All right, listen. So, it says that we was going to become an astonishment and an amazement. Okay? Another amazement, not to get on my beautiful black sisters, for the black woman to have the most beautiful hair, and she puts the white woman hair in her head. Right. White people look at us as that's an astonishment, that's an amazement. Like, why would you do that? You never see a white woman walking around trying to wear an afro because she can't. See what I'm saying? So, we got to learn to come back and love ourselves. I ain't saying that to get on you or to belittle you or nothing. You didn't know. You already know. You didn't know. So to put your oppressor's hair in your head is showing that you are lost. But now you're going to be found. Listen. How y'all little brothers doing? Listen.
A proverb.
He said we was going to become an astonishment and a proverb. Y'all know what a proverb is? A wise, true saying. Like, okay, you want to hide something from a nigga, do what? Put it in the book. Black people love what? Chicken. See what I'm saying? Those are just some different proverbs that we become. Listen to this.
And a byword.
I want y'all to stay right there. Don't go nowhere. He said that we was going to become a byword. A byword is being called something outside of who you really are. Like American black, Afro-American. We're not going to know that you're from the tribe of Judah. Everybody on this earth come from a tribe. Come from a different tribe. But when you got brought to America, you lost your tribe and you was given a color. Ain't no nationality of color. A Negro is a color. A nigger is a color. Black is a color. White is a color. Just like we ain't black, they're not white. Listen to this. Keep reading.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee, thou shalt carry but seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in.
So you hear that? That was a curse for us to work our behinds off to get them rich, and we just bought in a little. Right. It's going on today. Where I work at, the company probably make $1 billion a year, but they want to give me a little nickel and dime for an hour. We carrying much seed out, but bringing little in. That's a curse. Give me verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
All right, our sons and daughters was going to be given unto another people. That's called what? What that happened to us? Y'all look at these pictures, young man, young women. So that was going to happen to us during slavery. Slavery was Bible prophecy. You're never going to hear that in the Christian church. They don't never want us to understand slavery was Bible prophecy. Because if you start to understand slavery as Bible prophecy, you're going to have to start to think, damn, we must have done something awfully wrong to God for him to do this to us. And what we done was disobeyed him. Just like you got children, and if you be disobedient to your mama, what happened to you, bro? Little brother, what happened to you if you be disobedient? Nothing? You're going to get a whooping. You're going to get this one. All right, listen.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look.
And it said, look, when your sons and daughters are going to be given, sold on auction blocks, he said that Big Mama and Papa eyes was going to look, meaning that you was going to see this thing happening, and guess what?
And fire with longing for them all the day long.
Meaning that you couldn't do nothing but cry. Why?
And there shall be no might.
Another word for might is power. There was not going to be any power in our hands to do what? To get our children back. Just all you can do is cry. Master Jackson comes tell you to Master Smith. Master Smith give you away to Master Johnson for a Christmas gift. They were giving us kids away like this for Christmas gifts. And then the basket right there, that's what they done to us. This ain't no hate campaign. They were taking little baby fetuses before they was even born, and down in Florida and stuff like that, cutting them out of our women's stomach and using them for gator bait, so they can make them a purse, so they can make them some shoes, some belts, some boots. Did you look this stuff up? Because we disobeyed God, God got angry. He said, what? Read it, keep reading.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
That we weren't going to have no might in our hands to do what? To get our children back.
Right.
Do y'all understand this? Listen.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
Said another nation was going to come eat up everything that we work for. Just like it's happening today. I'm showing you how we know that we are the Israelites. Give me verse 68.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So he said that the Lord was going to bring us into Egypt again. Remember in the book of Deuteronomy, we had just left out of Egypt, all right? And we crossed the Red Sea right in here, and we went over into in the land of Canaan, in the wilderness. So we went back, but he said if we were disobedient, that he was going to bring us back into Egypt. Now let's see what Egypt means according to the Bible. Listen.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So he brought us out of the house of bondage. Because the Israelites was doing what in Egypt? Slaves in Egypt. That was us. Building the buildings, building the pyramids. We built the Valley of the Kings, Pythons and Ramses. We didn't build all the pyramids in Egypt, but we built the Valley of the Kings. Was built by the Israelites that was enslaved there for 400 years. Alright? So he delivered us, and he said, but look, I'm going to deliver y'all, but if you be disobedient, I'm going to bring you where? Read that again.
Bring thee into Egypt again.
Now he's going to bring us into Egypt again. What's on the back of this? Give me the one.
Going back into slavery?
Yeah, so what God was prophesying to Moses is that the children of Israel, if you be disobedient, you're going to go back into slavery. That's why the white man got the pyramid on the back of the dollar with the all-seeing eye round. Alright? Because he was telling us that if we didn't do what he said do, we was going to go back into slavery. Who's in slavery? We are. Listen, now go back. Listen. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How black people get over here, y'all? Do y'all know as children? Y'all don't know? All right, listen to the Bible. He's going to tell you. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How we get over here? With ships. You see how easy that is? You see us on the bottom of a slave ship right here? That's what you see on this picture. Pull it up a little bit, let them see it. We was packed on the bottom of slave ships.
Are they sleeping on this ship?
Couldn't sleep. You had the only time you could sleep when you only time you went to sleep was when your body made you go.
The bathroom, right?
Yeah, they defecated on one another. They was throwing up on one another. They was doing all type of stuff on type of one another. Could you imagine being chained to somebody and he dead? You sit there watching Rick Morgan sit in on him. He blowing up, he dead. He laying on you dead, listen.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And we wasn't going to see our homeland no more again. Well, all right, sisters, y'all take care. Hey, we got a number on this flyer. Hit us up.
I'm gonna hit you.
All right, hit us up to come visit, all right?
Alright.
We got a school down here now, listen.
And there
It says in there, when we got the slave ship, Mr. Bond, listen.
ye shall be sold.
The Israelites is going to be what?
Sold.
He thirsty.
Who's going to be sold?
He thirsty.
Before I move on, I want to know who sold us when we got the slave ship. Kyle Preston sold us. Now watch who God say the Israelites, what he say about this situation. That we was going to be sold, read.
Unto your enemies.
Unto our friends.
Your enemies.
So God said we was going to be sold unto our enemies. So who God calling our enemies?
We are now.
White people.
The government. The white man. It ain't, you know, it ain't nothing, no big shit. That ain't no hate. That's just real. Nobody, that's just truth. We can't confuse the truth with hatred. And that's what they trying to do, bro. Like I was saying earlier, they trying to label us a hate group because we coming out here with the truth now. Nobody didn't tell them to take pictures of this.
Black people don't even want to hear it.
They don't even want to hear the truth. They don't give a damn about the truth. Listen to this. Hold this up right quick. Nobody didn't tell them to sit here, take pictures of, make movies about this. Nobody didn't sit here. We didn't finance this picture. They burning a black man alive. A lynch mob done got him, burned him alive, and they smiling, taking everybody trying to get their head in the picture. Did nobody tell them to do that? They done it on their own. And now they mad we can read and we can bring it out and we can show the world that what they did. Now we come out and show the world what they did. They want to say we teach hate. It don't matter. Yeah, the truth matters. But black people hate the truth.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.